Shabbat Perek Yud Mishnah Hey, 5th Mishnah in the 10th chapter of Shabbat. Says the Mishnah. We're talking about din of Hautza'ah. Things are the requirements of taking things from one reshut to another reshut. So says the Mishnah, Motzei kikar l'reshut harabim chayav. This is obvious. If you take a kikar, if you take a loaf into reshut harabim from reshut hayachid, you're chayav. But hotzi'uhu shnayim pturim. If I carry this bottle of water from one place to another, from one reshut to another, that's one thing. If two people carry it together, right? I'm one person, but you get the point. Pturim, because that's not the derech, that's not the normal way for people to carry it. Okay? The Mishnah says, Kedi afinan, the Bartanura says, Ba'asota achat mikol mitzvot Hashem. You do one of the mitzvot of God. How said, Kula, you have to do the whole action. Velo hauseh miktzata. And not if you do part of the action. So if two people carry something outside, then they're both doing half an action. Not a whole action. But, what? Lo yachol echad la'otzio, v'otziuhu shnayim, chayavin. But let's say it's an item that one person himself can't carry, so it's a two-man job. So if each person is doing it together, if they're carrying something together that requires two people, then the Mishnah says, chayavim. They are chayav, because they're doing, in essence, they're doing an entire action. Oh, it's a big action. Oh, it's only half. Nonetheless, that half is considered a whole action. Rabbi Shimon poter. Rabbi Shimon says no. Why? Because it's not considered a whole action. The Bartanura says, Savar, afilu kishein yachid yachol la'asota. He holds that even if an individual can't do it on his own, if two people do an action, that's considered half. Even though they're carrying, a big box or whatever, a ladder, half of a car, it doesn't matter. Nonetheless, Rabbi Shimon says they're pturim, they're not doing the whole action. Hamotzi achlim pachot mishiur bekli. We've discussed this before. Remember we talked about these tiny, tiny measurements. If I have one, you can't even see this. I can't even see it because I just dropped it. Here we go, one little dot of, can you see it? One little seed. So if I take a seed, but one seed is patur, it's not enough to be chayav and hotza'ah. But I take it out in a kli, I take it out in a plate. So the Mishnah, what about the plate? And this answers my question. I actually asked it originally when we did these small shiurim. How would you take the small shiurim? Especially they were liquid shiurim of like water or different kinds of liquids or ink or what have you. So if you do it, okay, and if you take ochelin, foods, hachot mi shiur, less than the required shiur, but it's in a kli, it's in a utensil, patur afala kli. Then you're exempt for the kli. Why? Shakli tfeila lo. Because the kli is tfeila, is secondary, is necessary, is not the primary thing. The primary thing is the seed. But in order for me to carry the seed, I have to carry it in a small little container. So the container is tfeila, is secondary to the food itself, and therefore the kli is not considered significant for hotza'ah. Now, if I actually wanted to take the kli itself, then I'd be chayav. But if I'm using the kli as the vessel, then I'm patur. Etachai b'mita. If I take somebody who's alive, and we're going to see who's well, according to the Mishnah Berurah, but somebody's alive and I'm carrying him on a stretcher, okay? I'm patur af al hamita. I'm patur even for the stretcher, the bed. Shamita tfeila lo, because the mita is tfeila, is secondary. Again, is necessary, is only a means to carry the person. And there's a principle, as we're going to see right here. Okay, al hachai, the person I'm carrying the person, lo mitchaye b'hotza'ato. I'm not chayev on taking him. Im eno kafut, if he's not tied down. The fi shehu nosei et atzmo. There's a rule, there's a principle in halacha about Shabbat. Chai nosei et atzmo. It's a din that the Chazal learn out from the way that the Levim carry things in the Beit HaMikdash. They didn't carry live people. A live person carries himself. So if I carry a person on my shoulders from inside to outside to B'Reshut HaRabim, I'm patur. Chai nosei et atzmo. So therefore, since I'm patur and carrying him, I'm also patur on the bed. Okay, in the mita, if I carry him in a bed, because the mita is tfeila, though the mita, the bed is secondary to him. Since I'm patur on him, I'm patur on the bed as well. I just want to mention, interestingly enough, the Mishnah Berurah talks about what happens. What about a mother? This was more prevalent today. We all have eruvim. So in the Manon halachot, especially I was looking at Pnei halacha, he doesn't even address this. Because pretty much in every city you have an eruv. What happens if a child walks out into the Reshut HaRabim and you have to bring him back? So the Shulchan Aruch says, Isha madida et bena afili b'Reshut HaRabim. Madida, she sort of drags him, even Reshut HaRabim. Okay? She's leading him. As long as she let tigrarev. She can't literally drag him. She's like literally putting one foot, and he can lean on her. So the child is like walking on her feet, and she's walking. the Mishnah Berurah says, even if Reshut HaRabim, okay, Daha, even Afilu Tagbienu, even she picks him up, Turah, because of this rule of Chai Nosei Et Atzmo. Okay, and there's only an Isura D'Rabbanan. Okay, but Im Nosei Kapot O Choleh, if you're carrying someone who's tied up or someone who's sick, if somebody can't carry themselves, then we wouldn't apply the rule of Chai Nosei Et Atzmo. That's the reason why it's a problem for, you can't say Chai Nosei Et Atzmo if somebody is disabled and can't push themselves in Reshut HaRabim. Okay, this is true for halachot of children, small children, tiny children. Also true for halachot of people who are disabled. But if you have any for halachik l'maisa, obviously you're going to actually have to ask your local Orthodox rabbi. And the Mishnah continues. So therefore, if I take somebody who's alive, I'm exempt for the stretcher, for the bed. But if I take someone who's not alive, in a bed, in a stretcher, and chayav, and you're obviously chayav in that case, both for the, wait 1 second. Okay, why? You're chayav because you're not allowed to take him outside into Reshut HaRabim. That's considered transfer al hotzat hamet. V'chein, that's transfer taking the mate. V'chein, kezayet min hamet. If I take a kezayet min hamet from the flesh of a dead person, or kezayet min hanevela, or kezayet from a dead animal, v'che'adasha min hasheretz, or ka'adasha, bean size, a lentil size of a sheretz. All those are the shiurim kezayet of tuma. Chayav. I'm chayav in each of those cases. Rabbi Shimon poter. Rabbi Shimon says you're exempt. Why, according to Rabbi Shimon, are you poter? Okay. He says even b'meit shalem, because these are melacha she'ena tzricha legufa. Why do I take something from reshut to reshut? If I'm transferring, I want to take the bottle, I take it outside. The reason I take it outside is because I want it outside. That's the purpose of hotza'ah, because I want something outside. But in this case, why do I want the mate outside? Because I don't want him inside. So Rabbi Shimon says, everyone agrees that this is a category called melacha she'ena tzricha legufa. I don't want the hotzah for the purpose of hotzah. I don't want it for the outside. I'm doing the melacha for another purpose, for removing something from inside. The chol she'eno ela lisalko me'alav, because the whole purpose is not because I want it outside, but it's just because to get it out of here. Havi melacha she'ena tzricha legufa. Okay? It's called melacha she'ena tzricha legufa. V'lav melechet machshevet. And since it's ena tzricha legufa, it does not fit the category of melechet machshevet. A desired action, an intentional action. Okay, so the Bartenura actually says, Ein halachak Rabbi Shimon. We don't paskin like Rabbi Shimon. The Rambam agrees with the Bartenura, and the Rambam says, Melacha she'ena tzricha legufa is chayav. Not like Rabbi Shimon. But the Kahati points out, Ravid, Ramban, and Rashba say, Melacha she'ena tzricha legufa is patur. So it's a huge machloket Rishonim. Again, we're not going to pass on Melacha l'maisa, but Melacha she'ena tzricha legufa is a tremendous machloket in the Rishonim between the major players in the Rishonim about whether we paskin like Rabbi Shimon or like the Chachamim, whether Melacha she'ena tzricha legufa is chayav or patur. We'll stop here. As always, if you have any comments or questions, contact me at arspotter@gmail.com, and we'll dedicate our learning to the memory of my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Have a good day.